going to move on to an animal of a different persuasion, which is the big movie of the weekend, the big box office smash, War for the Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
The third of the rebooted ape franchise.
It is the third of the we have Rise of the Planet,
and then Dawn.
Well, actually, there was Dawn.
No, Dawn was the second one. Rise was first.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
What's going on here?
I don't know what's going on here.
Your phone is supposed to be on silent.
Well, no, that was a sound effect.
Oh, well,
that wasn't anything else.
I didn't care for that one.
So we're just going to leave it here.
So anyway, would you like to describe the premise of War?
We can talk about War. This is the third. I don't know if this is the final film.
I think it's not going to be.
I was led to believe that it was, but obviously, by seeing this film, we follow Caesar in this.
He's more than a salad.
He is more than a salad, in fact, and he's more than an emperor of Rome.
Exactly.
In fact, but I got to tell you something. I mean, maybe I've just become jaded to some of these films, some of these sequels that are coming out. I'm going right into my personal feeling.
Well, I think everybody knows what this movie is.
Of course they do. I mean, this is a film that's about the war between the apes and mankind.
Yeah.
This is in the future. We're setting. These are all prequels to the famed Charlton Heston film, where Charlton Heston is taking prisoners. Get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape! I
never saw the originals.
I think those very words were said to Donald Trump down on the Mexican border recently. But anyway, I didn't love this film by any means. I kind of sat there waiting for the time to go by. Caesar is heralded as this great ape. I kind of felt like he was the Vin Diesel of the film, that he was kind of... he had this great reputation, but I didn't feel that the reputation was really warranted. Just like with Vin Diesel, if I may say. I just kind of felt it's all about family and the little kids and this one here and over there. But I didn't really feel that he reputed the... I didn't feel he really deserved the reputation that Caesar, as the head ape, was kind of getting in this film. I kind of felt that he didn't actually...
because he earned it in the previous films.
I get that, but he didn't seem to... For me, in this film, he was like just another one of the apes, in fact.
Well, no, in this film, he was pretty much on like a one-man mission, the suicide mission of revenge, in a way.
Yeah, kind of, I suppose.
But I will say that the performance by Andy Serkis is always excellent.
Andy, spectacular.
The effects are top-notch.
Yeah, Andy Serkis, of course. And they did a
beautiful
great clip, if I may say. They showed this on Stephen Colbert recently. Andy Serkis, of course, was in. He played Gollum in the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
And King Kong.
He also played King Kong, which I will be reviewing later on in the show as a flashback kind of a thing. But they showed him acting. They showed him with these little.
The dots and the cameras and the yellow jumpsuit,
which of course is all right.
Green
He's
jumpsuit.
wearing the green jumpsuit, and he's. This is all trickery that's done, CGI effects, where the ape costume, if you will. It's not a costume, it's a CGI effect that is so vividly realistic.
It's amazing.
I will say it is.
They even have the little hairs on the ears, little cilia.
I know.
I was amazed by that.
Once again, just like King Kong, Skull Island, and any ape I've ever seen in a film, nobody's got any balls. No ape.
They never show the genitalia.
They don't show any genitalia.
I was thinking about that when I was watching this.
It isn't right. These poor apes have been castrated for your entertainment value, so that you and your kids or whatever, your wife, doesn't have to sit there and watch a big hairy wang swinging through the woods.
A dangling participle.
But it is part of life, ladies and gentlemen. Men have penises, women have vaginas. So,
but
I did say that the women did have little breasts.
They showed that.
They did have a one woman specifically.
If you look at a gorilla or if you look at a chimpanzee in the wild in a nature video, I wouldn't say the genitalia is super obvious.
It's not super obvious, but it is there. It does exist.
Yeah. But do we always see it, though? Maybe they don't need to focus on it.
Well, I think that they kind of, usually it's kind of like Elvis on Ed Sullivan back in the 50s. They kept the camera waist high because they don't want to show it.
Yeah.
So when Walt Disney's doing somewhat of a nature show, back in the 60s, Walt Disney used to have these wonderful nature films.
Yeah.
They were just dynamite. But did you like this film?
I liked it. I didn't love it. I'm kind of like with you. I'm getting a little burnt out of these movies. I think they're all good movies. They're all very well done, well acted,
well made,
very well executed.
Yeah.
But I just find that all right.
Slow moving.
This was very slow. I'll be honest with you. I was drifting. For the first half hour, I had to keep adjusting my position and drinking my iced tea to stay awake.
Thank God my popcorn bucket was there, so my head didn't hit my lap. But I would have just crashed right down to the floor. But no, the bucket was there, and suddenly I had a face full of salt. But you know what? That was okay. But,
I just feel like
this movie did nothing for me.
We've seen it all before, and maybe this is also not necessarily.
Is it really just the
same old shit?
I mean, in a way,
That's
you can
right.
say that, but in another way, I can't fault this particular film or these filmmakers. I think it's just where we're at with cinema in general. As an audience member, we've seen everything. The effects have gotten so damn good, we've pretty much been exposed to just about everything.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot. It took an Avatar to knock us out of our seats in 2009. So now maybe it's going to take Avatar 2 to get us back, to reinvigorate us for the marvel of what's
2018.
I know. If he doesn't push
And
it back again.
Then the third one doesn't come back till 2020. He's got these all
Yeah,
out
I know.
of
4
I
more
know.
or whatever.
Well,
But
God bless James Cameron,
I
because
agree.
without him,
I know.
nothing would be innovation.
Yeah.
There would be no
So
innovation in
I think
film.
that's kind of what it takes. Is that
Yes.
we've just been there, done that,
Been
and
there,
so it's
done that.
harder to enthrall us. I did like Woody Harrelson. I thought he was good.
I thought he was kind of wasted in this film.
Well, he
Woody
didn't have a
is-
huge part. I'll put it that way.
Anybody
But
could have
I
played
liked
that
him.
part. I don't think that Woody was particular to that role. He was fine.
No, but he played the role well, I thought.
This was such a. It was
Steve
such
Zahn was good.
It was such a little Apocalypse Now ripoff. There's
Yeah, I
Woody
know.
with his bald head.
I know.
They had Apocalypse
I
Now
know, I
written
saw
on,
that.
scrolled on a wall.
That was a nice wink to the audience.
I just didn't care for it. I just thought it was kind of
But
a.
I'm still going to give it a
movie.
mild yes because it's not a bad movie. It's just I think it's a tired franchise. I think this man versus ape, man versus insert your creature, Godzilla, whatever it might be.
Yeah, so
I
insert
just
your
think
creature
we've
here.
seen it all.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to get us excited.
Yeah.
So that's my review. It's good,
I agree.
but not great.
No,
Nothing to run out and see.
And because of that, I'm giving it a no.
You're gonna give it a no.
I'm not
Okay.
giving it a yes.
All right.
I mean, was it a good third part of the trilogy? No, I thought it was very. I thought
I
was
thought all
let
three
down.
were on par. I thought they're all the same.
Oh, I disagree. I liked the first one, and I liked the second one too. I liked the one where they're on the bridge and they're having this great war. That was the first one.
Yeah, that was cool.
I loved it, and I liked the second one too. There was a lot of action in it.
You know what I liked about the first one a lot was when Caesar was first getting his intelligence, and he was
fighting
swinging
with
around
the
the
other,
house in the attic.
He was fighting with
John
that other
Lithgow.
ape
Yeah,
who
that
they
was cool.
mentioned who was dead in this one. The best one in this was the orangutan who picks up the
Oh,
girl.
isn't his name Wilbur? Wasn't it Wilbur?
No, it wasn't Wilbur.
What was his
No,
name? Something...
what was his name?
Maurice. It was Maurice.
No, it wasn't Maurice
No, it was
either.
Maurice. I'm about 95.6%.
Oh,
sure
you're
it was
right, because I
Maurice.
kept thinking that it was
Yeah.
one of the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Like Maurice.
I will say this:
Maurice
I
G.
thought the little girl
BG.
absolutely unnecessary and added nothing to the film. She was okay, but we didn't need that character. We didn't need it.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. But at the same time, I liked it because it gave. I think it gave
It
a little
gave
compassion.
it gave a human to root for. Otherwise, you're not
Kind of.
rooting. I think that's why they
Yeah.
did it. Because otherwise, there's no
Plus,
humans to speak for on the
let's
good
face
side.
it, apes killed her father. So
I was surprised she was so keen to join them.
I know. I was thinking,
Your dad
she's
just
going to
got
get
killed.
revenge at the end of the
Yeah.
movie or something. She's going to whip out she's going to whip out something and kill everybody, blow everybody away.
Yeah,
But no,
that
she
was,
was
I thought that was an odd
She
narrative
was
right
a
there.
sweet little.
Yeah.
She was the Dakota Fanning age.
She was a
10.
spitting image of Dakota Fanning.
She really
I was
was
gonna
too.
say. Yeah.
It's a nice little touch, but the movie overall just did nothing for me. I
Yeah.
sat there, couldn't wait for it to be.
I'll be
over.
honest with you. I was
I will
looking
say
forward
this.
for an ending too.
It says on the if you go to your Fandango or Movie
Yeah.
Line or whatever app, it says that this film is 2 hours and 20 minutes long.
I clocked it. It was.
It was not.
Yeah, it was.
It was an hour and 40 minutes.
Not for me. I clocked it. Mine started at 11:50 a.m. and it was over at. Oh wait, no, wait. What time was it?
You are wrong, my
No,
friend.
it was over at
It was
1:57. So what is that? Oh no, that's 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Okay,
and then you add
here's the deal.
some credits.
Now wait, it was only an hour and 40 minutes long. The credits were maybe about 13 minutes long, but there was 30 solid minutes of opening trailers.
For me, there's only 20 minutes of trailers.
Oh, I had 30
It was
minutes of
11:30
trailers,
to
and I saw it at the same
11:50.
theater you did, but okay.
I clocked it.
But this film was 1 hour, and now I'm saying the film itself with credits, maybe an hour and 52 minutes. But it was no 2 hours and 20 minutes.
But it was
so
over 2 hours though.
It was not.
No, because for me, I clocked
you are
it.
incorrect.
It went from 11 50 to, I remember I looked, it was 157 when I was walking out. And the credits had just started rolling.
Well, all right, but
so that's a little
maybe
over
they
2
chopped
hours.
some of it off, or I don't know what.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Either way, the movie, they could have
did
chopped
nothing.
off 20 minutes.
They could indeed.
The opening was almost dialogue free in a way. It was very slow.
Yeah, very slow.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's done. It's over.
But the director, Matt Reeves, is going on now. He's doing the Batman.
Oh,
He's
is he?
taking over for Affleck, and he's rewriting the entire script.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
He's taking over for Affleck?
Because Affleck was originally going to direct it, then he
Direct it?
decided not to.
Oh, okay.
So now he stepped in as director.
Oh, I see.
And then now he's rewriting Affleck's script.
Oh, interesting.
I'm interested in that film, I'll tell you that
That
much.
might
But
be good.
hopefully it'll be good.